Hello there.
For over 1,000 generations, the Jedi Knights were the guardians of peace and justice in the Old Republic.
I don't mind saying.
The That's Just Crait Show. Starring Hannah, Jacob, Logan,
Most impressive.
I'm a Jedi.
and Hunter. Rest assured, there will be no aggressive negotiations here. Probably.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of That's Just Crait, the podcast where we talk about everything we think is Crait about a galaxy far, far away. This week, we got me, Hannah, Logan, and Hunter, and it's been a couple weeks since we've been here, but we have a lot to discuss and a lot to talk about.
You're going to be yapping today.
We are going to be yapping. But before we yap, we do have some updates, and I'm going to let Logan start.
Hey guys. If you follow me on Twitter and stuff, you'll probably have seen God, this is like weird to talk about. But basically my dad, who is awesome, he's the one that got me into Star Wars. He's like the reason like why I do what I do with all of this. He passed away on April 30th, like really unexpectedly. And it's been really tough trying to readjust to that. Me and my sister and her fiance are basically living on our own now. But yeah, it's been tough on us. Like, what are we have, like, graduation coming up, and then like my birthday and stuff, so it's gonna be like really tough, and then like Father's Day after that, and it's just been like really hard on both me and my two sisters and just my aunt and my grandma and everybody. There is a GoFundMe, which we'll probably link. Hopefully we'll link down below. So if you have anything, if you can donate, that'd be appreciative. Thank you. If you could donate anything, that would be really appreciative. It helps me out, helps my sister out. We're trying to just basically stay afloat. Because my sister was like his caretaker. She got paid by the state, but now since he's gone, that source of income is gone as well. But yeah, if you don't, that's totally okay. If you could just share it, that helps us a ton. The more people that we get to see this, like, the better, the more it helps us. Yeah, it's been tough, but everybody has been helping me out the best that they can. Like, I've been feeling so supported by the community, and I'm just grateful for everybody that's reached out and who's donated already, and who's shared and everything like that. I'd love to talk more about him sometime in the future. I was literally thinking maybe just like doing a solo mini episode and just telling his whole side of Star Wars thing. Maybe one day.
That would be great.
But for now, yeah, there's a GoFundMe link. Just helps us out. And yeah, thank you.
Well, we love you, Logan. You know this.
Love you guys, I know.
But it's warmed my heart for you to see how much the Star Wars community in general has shown up for you.
Yeah.
And
more than I would have ever expected, to be honest. Yeah.
Yeah. It's
no offense.
It's really just proven to me like how much this really is a found family. Like, we all care about each other a lot, and stuff like this really, really shows that.
Yeah. But yeah, big week, or big couple weeks.
Yeah.
Do we want to start with well, I guess it's been revealed now. Me and Hannah met up.
Yeah. We did.
On May 4th. Woo. Do you want to tell the story?
Well, we both got invited to the Maul Finale fan event in LA, Burbank, technically. It was at Walt Disney Studios, which is actually kind of crazy.
Am I allowed to show this? Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I have mine somewhere. So yeah, that was really exciting because I was like, yay, Maul event, but I was also like, yay, me and Logan can finally meet in person.
Yay. I know. I feel like there must have been times in the past where like it was like passing by, I feel like, but finally like we were like stars aligned, and then we both got to get invited to that, so it was good.
Yeah, because I did get invited to the premiere event, and I was unable to attend because my brother was getting married that weekend. Yeah.
Me either.
I feel like there was something else. I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping.
I don't know. But yeah, so May 4th rolls around, and I guess story time now. Hannah has a vlog cooking up somewhere. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm editing it right now. I'm like halfway through it.
Yeah, but it was really fun. I went solo, and it was like really funny because I was like, I don't have any Star Wars clothes, and I really want to dress for it today because I was like, I don't know, like everybody has so much mall stuff, and I was jealous, and I was like, I need to go to box lunch or something like that. And then we decided I was gonna go by myself, and my time just ran out, so I was like, okay, what we're gonna do is we're gonna pick up Hannah and her +1, and we're gonna go to box lunch and then go to the premiere. So we did.
We did.
And it was really fun.
For context, though, you didn't just pick me up. Logan FaceTimed me that morning and was like, "Can I come kidnap you?"
Yeah. Okay. Yes, that was the way I phrased it.
Did you put the bag over her head and everything? Bag over her head?
No, she walked in she walked into my car, bag over her head
in
already.
public.
Yeah, I was like, we can't do a face
I was prepared.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
right.
Right. It was really funny. We went to box lunch, and by the way, box lunch. Shout out box lunch. I think I don't know if they're not like canceled or whatever. They did a 30% off Star Wars sale, and then they also did a buy one get one 30% off. So I got 2 Star Wars shirts. I got one for Maul, and then I got one for the Mandalorian and Grogu that I'll be wearing when I watch that in a regular theater.
Fire.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's like a big like overshirt type of deal. But yeah, we got to meet up there, and then we drove to Burbank. I'm expecting Hannah throwing a bunch of B-roll footage whenever we talk about this stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, we pull up to Burbank. We go into the wrong entrance.
We did, but so did other people, so it was okay.
So did other people, and then we're like, okay, because we got there maybe 30 minutes early, right?
Yeah.
And then we like turned the corner, and then we sat there for maybe 25 minutes.
Dude, it was crazy. We also
traffic trying to.
While we were sitting there, we FaceTimed Jacob.
We did. Yeah, Jacob got to see us. Jacob answered the phone, and it was Hannah that answered.
And he was like,
really
"No!"
He was like, "Whoa!" Yeah. But it was really cool. They like checked our IDs and stuff. Oh, super cool. And they gave us like wristbands, which I have. I literally I have a cup of Star Wars event memorabilia, which is really funny. Where is it in here?
As you should.
So they gave us this. This is our little indicator that we were part of the event, and it was really awesome. And we get there, and we meet some other friends of the podcast, and also just friends on Star Wars Twitter as well. It was really awesome.
Lots of friends. It was crazy. Oofchella for real.
Who's been on the pod? Oofchella, like crazy. Got to see Colby Star Wars. Shout out Colby Star Wars.
Colby Star Wars.
I got to see like my sort of corner. Like we got like like Marley, Kati, Sabine, like BB.
Yes.
All the people that I've seen at like
it was so nice to meet all of them.
Andor and like Rebuild the Galaxy and stuff. So it was cool to see them again. We got to meet up with Grayson and Will from Determined Focus.
Determined Focus pod.
Yeah,
who up determined in their focus.
A lot taller than I thought that they'd be. Also, Colby's a lot taller than I thought he would be. Which he said the same thing about me.
Colby, I didn't realize Colby was that tall. I knew that Will and Grayson were as tall as they were.
I figured.
But not Colby.
Well, actually, I met Grayson before at Rebuild the Galaxy. I don't know if I mentioned that before. He was the one when Cameron Monaghan stole my minifigure. Oh. He was like, did he give it back? And I was like, no. And then that was all we talked. But yeah, Colby was like, he's like a taller dude. He's probably like 6 foot something. I hope.
Probably.
If he's 6 foot something,
I think he told me he's 6 foot even, just like me.
That makes sense. Okay. But yeah, he was like, dude, like you're taller than I expected. And I was like, how short do you think I was?
Thank you.
So that was funny.
How short are you?
We got a whole bunch.
Logan also told me. Logan told me I was tall maxing.
Yes.
Yeah, you did have those tall shoes on.
Really tall shoes on, like the slimmed like pleather pants, and you were still shorter than me. I'm beating the short allegations. I'm not the shortest one on this podcast. I think it's Jacob.
It might be Jacob.
It might be Jacob. I will see. But yeah, what else happened? Oh yeah, we were waiting in line. We like everybody. There's like this like will call section where there's a bunch of like tables and you have like your name and like you give like it's very eventy, you know, and very official. And there's a bunch of other people of like influencers, whatnot. And then I saw freaking Ashby Florence.
Oh yeah,
like the Lorax, and I was like, what is she doing here? And then I was like too scared to talk to her, but I was like, I will be talking to her later. Like I was gonna be brave. And yeah, it was just oomph-chella all around. And then this is, again, Hannah, you could butt in at any moment. I'm just recounting my recount of events. But at one point there was like a Disney employee that was like, hey guys, we have some like photo ops around the corner. And I was like, ooh, I love a photo op. Okay, let's go.
Ooh, I like taking pictures.
And I was expecting it to just be like a little banner. Because, okay, at Rebuild the Galaxy, right, like at the Lucasfilm Theater, inside of it, there was just a single little thing for Rebuild the Galaxy. There's a tiny little red carpet. I was like, oh, that's fun. It's like the pictures that you saw me posting, like those were just inside the theater. So I was like, okay, cool, like a little photo op. Maybe there'll be like a little mall poster or whatever. So we all start walking, and like you turn the corner, like you turn one corner, and then I was like, okay, this is like really cool. It's like the Disneyland, not the Disneyland. Oh my god, the Disney Studios like sound stages. This is sick. Like they're filming probably something crazy here. And then we like I just hear.
What if they're filming the Humphrey Ben Solo in there?
Maybe cooking. I was like, they got some like music and stuff coming up, and then I turned the corner again, and it's not a photo op. It's the freaking red carpet. And I was like, oh.
Full on.
Okay. Full on, like, cameras flashing, lines, like, going everywhere. There's, like, there's, like, a bunch of different banners and stuff. And I remember Colby was with us, and we were stepping on it, and then I was like, should we be on here right now? I was like, are we allowed to be in this? Like, it was very weird.
It was. And especially because, like, they had a side, so there was two sides of the red carpet. So there was a side for us, and then there was a side where they were like actually interviewing people, and then
it was like
the whole cast and crew was there, and Dave Filoni, and that was crazy because like the only tidbits we got about the event was that Dave Filoni would be there for a Q&A, Sam Witwer would be
Brad
there,
Rao,
and and like just them. So that's all I was expecting, but it was everybody,
and
it was
more. Like
it was premiere. It was like weird because it's a finale, but it was like premiere level. Event.
It really was.
Yeah. It was like weird. They had like a little like merch stand at one point. I don't know if you saw that.
I did
but there
see
was like
it.
a little
I didn't
like
know if it was
I don't know if those was just like to buy or like just to showcase.
I think it was just a showcase.
Yeah.
It was like all the mall merch you could get.
Yeah.
Bunch of Funko Pops.
What else though? Yeah. Did you meet anybody?
I met. Yeah. I also met Luke from Luke's Outpost.
Yes.
So it was nice to meet him in person. And then he introduced me to Leah Martinez.
Oh, you got to talk to her?
I've always... Yes.
Slayas!
I have followed... Yes, Slayas on everywhere. Which was crazy for me because I have followed both of them, specifically her, since they first started like making content during COVID.
Right.
So like that was just a little wild moment. But they were both so nice. And it was so great to talk to them. I got to say hi to Amanis Fandi thanks to Logan. I was like, introduce me.
Yes it was I got to meet like so many people just because I was like, I'm gonna be brave. I felt so bad because I was like, I know Colby wanted to meet so many people too, but he's just a very like not like he wasn't in the mood to talk to a lot of people, or like he wanted to but like he just couldn't. But I kept being like, you know, go, but then I was also like, I need to go talk to people, so I felt bad because I was like, I'm gonna be right back, you know. I got to so I also got to meet Luke for the first time. We were talking for a good minute, just about like events and stuff. Because I think that we were both saw The Last Jedi at the Academy Museum a bit ago. But we didn't realize that we were both there, and that was really funny because Luke was also with Alex and Andrew from the Escape Pod podcast, and it's like funny because Alex, like Hat Guy, we both recognized, or he recognized me because I always recognize him. But I was so glad that he was there because that's the third time I've met him now, and he's such a cool dude. Like seriously, one of like the most down to earth people ever. super chill.
He really was.
I met him when Captain America was coming out because he was at my work, and then I was like, "Oh, I know you," and he was like, "Oh, like we were talking about that briefly," and then at Andor, I saw him when I was in line, and then he was just like, "Dude," he was like, "How you doing? Bring it in." Like he was just like dapping me up, like giving me like a hug and stuff, and I was like, "This guy's like," I was like, crazy memory because that was like 2 months later, and whatever, and then at Maul, I was like, I don't know if you remember me. He was like, dude. And then he like, said like the store that I worked at. And I was like, oh my God, yeah. And so like we were talking and I was like, dude, because I also saw that he was at the Last Jedi thing, but I didn't know that he was there. And I was going to say, said something after the fact. And he was like, oh man, he should have. Oh. Then I got to meet Andrew again briefly. We took a picture and stuff. It was really cool. But yeah, great guys. Love their stuff. They're so funny. And then, I also got to meet Amon Esfandi before Hannah did. And that was really fun because I also was like, I don't know if you recognize me. I was like, we've met before. And I was like, I met you on my birthday, like a couple years ago at Scum and Villainy. And he was like, yes, oh my God. He's like, how are you doing? And I was like, oh, like I'm good. He's like, it's good to see you again. Da-da-da. And, like we were taking pictures. All of like our other friends were around. And then I think it was Sabine. She goes, Logan, that was you? And I was like, yeah, because that was like a pretty big thing, like when I met him. She saw it before we were friends, so it was just like a really funny moment for that. But yeah, super chill guy. I was saying that like when you meet him, it feels like he's meeting you just because he's that like kind and personable.
Yes, it is.
Very chill dude. Like he literally, like he stepped out of line for like the press stuff to talk to everybody, and his like agent was like literally just like ushering him along. He's like, we need to go, and he's like, no, like I want to keep talking to everybody, like so a very, very nice guy. I'm trying to think who else I met
kind of like blacked out when I was talking to him, so I don't really remember what we were talking about except for being hyped for Ahsoka season 2 because he also was wearing an Ahsoka really season cool 2 jacket. It was really cool, which I told my dad that when I sent him the picture. But the way that we were standing, it was like covering the logo. So he just went, looks like a Carhartt. And I was like, no.
Well, it was.
It's Ahsoka season 2 on the other side. It is a Carhartt, but it's
shout out
also
Carhartt, please.
It was really cool.
I want Carhartt to sponsor us.
Ooh, that'd be sick.
What? Oh, yeah. So then it was like really funny because like before we went in, everybody was kind of being ushered in. And then I saw Ashby again. And then I was like, all right, I'm going to be brave. I was like, whatever. And then I was like, excuse me, Miss Ashby. And then she turned around and I was like, I did that. And I just completely stuttered. I fumbled my words. And I was just like, ooh. Like, I was like, I gotta breathe.
Oh.
But she was very understanding about it because like we were both kind of just like laughing about it. And I was like, oh my God, me and my sister are such a big fan of your content. Like we're so proud of like how far you've come and stuff. She's the nicest person ever. She gave me like she went in for a hug and I was like, okay, dude. I was like, have fun. Like I was like, you deserve to be here. Like you're great. So shout out Ashby. Watch her TikTok. She's super funny.
That interaction from my point of view was me, Christy, and Logan standing there looking going, oh my God, it's Ashby. He's gone. And by the time we catch up, they were already like hugging each other and stuff. And then y'all took a selfie and then she left and you were like, what the heck? Oh my God. And I like didn't even realize who it was until she was walking away.
Yeah.
I was like, what just happened?
No, she's awesome. But yeah, then we went inside the theater and had some really good seats, to be honest. I don't know if you, I'm sure you still have your ticket, but I was in row E.
I do.
And it was the most confusing thing ever.
I was in...
Because
it was. I went to the wrong spot
seating,
twice.
Yeah, I felt so bad. I went to BB and I was like, you're in my seat. And she's like, no, I'm not. And I was like, okay, you're not. Because the way that it works, you walk in.
The numbers were weird.
This is just us telling for Hunter at this point. You walk in and there's like 3 rows.
I'm
three
listening.
Sections.
I'm listening.
The middle one is like 101, 102, 103. Right? That makes sense. My thing is
makes sense to me.
E9. Okay. So I'm like, okay, maybe it's on like the other, like the right side of the thing. So I go look and like I see that like the one next to like the row and like that section is 10. And I was like, okay, cool. E9. No. And I was like, what the hell? And I kept looking and like the other end, like I went all the way down to the other end. It was like 2. And I was like, what the heck? because that was the first one I went to. So then I started going to the other section. I was like, okay, maybe it's like in the middle somewhere. And then that's when it was all the 1-0s, and I was like, okay, I'm so confused. Mm-hmm. And then it took me 3 times. Then I was like, okay, it's 101 to 125 or something like that, whatever. And then the other side is 2 through 10, and then the other side is 1 through 9.
So odd.
So yeah, I was very confused.
And like, because when we first got our tickets, like me and Christy were row B, and it said like B, 4, and 6. So I was like, what the heck? There's somebody in between us.
Why do they have like a random
person? We were
person?
talking to Will and Grayson. Yeah, and they were also row B, but they were 5 and 7. So we were like, oh, we're right next to each other.
We'll trying to make you make friends. Making friends.
Right.
Yeah.
So then we went to the middle section and like claimed seats, and then we learned that was not the right spot. So then,
and it's so humbling too.
Then we went to the side where I was, and Will followed me over there, and he was like, "Oh, I see how it is." And then him and Grayson went over there.
Yeah,
like, oh,
it's a very confusing thing. I'm glad that it wasn't just me.
Yes, I ended up sitting next to Kat Amidala, as y'all know her. So that was cool because I like sat down and I like was like, because it was already kind of dark, and I was like, "Is that who I think it is?" And she was like, "Oh, Hannah," and I was like, "Oh my god!"
I think I heard that interaction happen because I don't think she said Hannah. I think she said Spidey Galsoo, and I was like, "That's really funny."
Okay, she was not the only person to greet me that way. I will say there were probably 3 people that came up to me and were like, "Oh my god, are you Hannah Solo on Twitter?" And I had no idea who they were, and I felt so bad.
Yeah, it happened to me a couple times, but it comforted me knowing that it was just people that haven't done like face reveals, and I was like, okay, cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, it was like really funny. The other day, before this, I was at Scum and Villainy with everybody, and
yeah.
And one of the people there, like, they were like, "Oh my god," because I knew the guy, but I hadn't met him before, and he was like, You're Logan, right?" And I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Oh, it's like, cool to meet you." He's like, "Bro," he's like,
"Yeah,
that's just Crait. Good show." And I was like, "Whoa." And I was like, I was like, that's weird that I'm like being recognized for this, So it was just it was a fun little moment. Yeah.
Finally.
But yeah, so we're in there and it's super cool. And I'm gonna do a little like my little tidbit on this before it got started. But I was like sitting there and I was just like, wow, this is really cool. I was, calling my sister, telling her about Ashby. And then at one point I just hear my name being called and I was like, what the heck? I was like, okay. And I like look around and I just see like fingers pointed at me. They're like, he's over there. And I was like, uh-oh. I was like, what is going on right now? And I was like super confused. But then I see Swagman coming at me with this giant bouquet of flowers. And I was like losing it. I was like, oh my god.
Really giant.
Like really giant. And it just meant so much to me, and I got to talk to them for a while, and they were just saying that, like, that they were here for me, like, anything I needed, like, that they're sorry for my loss, and just that, so I got to talk to them about him for a bit, and how much it meant. So that was really special, and literally, like, the biggest bouquet of flowers that I've ever seen. I've never gotten flowers for anything. But I was like, what do I even do with this?
Probably...
It was a lot. It was, yeah. I think that's the biggest bouquet of flowers that I've ever seen. Period. Like not just for me.
Same, honestly.
But yeah, I was like, what do I even do with this? And they were
really
like, just think of it as a good moment right now. And I was like, wow, okay, yeah. And they told me they were like, no one's ever really gone, like quoting like The Last Jedi. And I was like, dang, dude, like, because
Dang.
A couple days after, I think it was May 3rd.
Hit him with it.
He passed on the 30th. But May 3rd, I bought tickets for me and my family to go watch The Empire Strikes Back at the Academy Museum because Billy D. Williams was there. And I remember that was like one thing that I really wanted to like take my dad to. And I brought his like glasses and like a photo of him. And I did that for the mall premiere as well. But it's like, you see Star Wars a million times and you think that you could get everything you get from it. But there's the moment where Yoda's talking to Luke on Dagobah. And he's talking about the Force and how like it surrounds us and it brings, the universe together. And he says, luminous beings are we, not this crude matter. you know, like, you got to trust in the Force. And that line, like, I started tearing up at it because I was like, dang, like, in like the grand scheme of things, like, yeah, like the cosmic energies, whatever, like, you know, like religion and stuff. But what, like, I'm not a religious person, but I think I do believe in that sort of stuff. And I was like, dang, like, that literally comforted me so much to know that, like, because I think like the past few days before that, I was really lost and like just confused about everything. But I think after hearing that line and everything else that's happened after that, I'm like, yeah, he is like with me, like he's still there, like he's showing the signs and stuff. And so like that, just that gift alone of like the flowers and just hearing those words like really meant a lot to me. And then I had to figure out a place to put them because it was the biggest freaking bouquet of flowers ever. Thank you so much. And I was like, thank God, like they put me against a wall because I just got to like lean them on the wall and it was really nice. But I had like my little Dasani metal bottle and then like a giant bucket of popcorn. And I was like, I don't know what to do. And also like a big bag with one cookie in it. A bag with like all of the, because I have it like, shout out Josh. I think it was Josh that gave me this. He gave me like a gift bag of a bunch of stuff and like it was really cool. I don't know if you got one of these as well, but I did. These. But... I don't know if you looked inside of it yet. Shout out Josh, coolest dude ever.
Where is mine?
Because on the inside, I don't know if Hannah's seen it yet. Look at that. It's a bracelet. That's so cool. I love it.
I did briefly look in mine, but I didn't look at everything. The bracelet?
Look at the bracelet. Look in the gray pouch.
Wait.
Look at the bracelet.
Oh, I will say also, it's like swag stuff that I've gotten from people. Kati was going around with like friendship bracelets and stuff, and she like gives me the bag, and I dig into it. Yeah, look what it says.
Member of Star Wars Twitter. Oh my god, I didn't even see this yet. See, I got home and I immediately left again. So
yeah.
Unboxing.
Oh, I have a funny story too.
1 second. But Kati hands me like the bag with like a giant thing of friendship bracelets, and I reach inside, and I'm just like, I'm gonna grab the first one, like whatever I pull out is meant to be, you know. I pull it out. It just says Spybot on it. I'm like, this is disgusting. Get this away from me.
I love Spybot.
I put it back. I was like, I hate this. Like,
number one Spybot hater. Yeah. Why do you hate seeing fun?
We'll get into it, but there was a moment that I cheered. I don't know if you heard that, but anyways. Also, Victoria, shout out Victoria at Behind the Mall, gave me a little postcard, and it's Best Bin, which is really cool too. And yeah.
Oh, yeah. I got one from her too. I was like, do they have my favorite planet? They sure did. Alderaan represent.
Yeah, I love a good postcard. But yeah, and then the screening happened, and we'll get into the breakdown. Don't you worry.
Yeah, we're getting there.
Screening happened, and everybody's like, we have this like really cool Q&A with Dave Filoni and Sam Witwer and Brad Rao, and also the sound designer of the thing, and then also the writer of the show. And it was really cool. Sam Witwer is the most humble dude ever. Will not take credit for any of his talents for some reason.
He's such a gem. He's a treasure. I told you guys.
The entire cast was there, including the guy that plays Daki, and I forget her name, but she plays Devin. I don't know off the top of my head, which made me feel really bad about it. But I didn't find out until that day that Daki is voiced by the Allstate guy.
You didn't know that?
I never looked it up. I never looked it up.
Again.
But I didn't know. I didn't know.
Look it up because we talked about it.
I know, but now that I hear it all the time. But I just didn't know.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe this.
When I was in that place, I felt like I was in good hands. So maybe.
Also, Vanessa Marshall was there.
Vanessa Marshall was there, and I kept not recognizing her face, so I felt bad, and I didn't think that I was worthy enough to ask for a picture from her, even though I love her and her work. That's why I would have. She was there for a while. But yeah, they dropped some knowledge. Spoilers for Maul Shadow Lord, I guess. You should have seen it by now. Like, we're talking about the finale.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a week.
Dave Filoni dropped some knowledge on Vader and the differences between him and...
First of all, I can't believe I got to witness not one, but like 3 separate Dave Filoni rants.
Yes. Yeah, it was like really funny because the
I've
question was just like how. Yeah, like Dave. I think the question that like sent him on like a 5-minute rant was like, what was it like bringing Vader into live action or into Maul?
Yes.
Like, how do you go about that? And he gets into like how, into like how different they are between like Maul and Vader, and how like Anakin suppresses all of like Vader suppresses all the reminders of Anakin, and like that's like why he's so violent towards like Ahsoka, and how like he just tries to destroy everything, and it's only when he sees, you know, Luke that he's able to like bring, like, it was like crazy knowledge to be dropping on a random Monday.
Yes.
But like
that rant specifically, anytime he said Ahsoka, he'd look at me and I was like,
no way.
Like, lock eye contact. I have it on video somewhere because I was like holding my phone like here, like like this, so I could video, but like look. And anytime he would like look at me, because I mean I was in the second row and I was wearing an Ahsoka
and you were
shirt.
also dressed as Ahsoka,
like, oh my
god. But it was really funny.
He's already associating me.
He mentioned Tech Bad Batch and all of the Bad Batch girlies.
He did. I can't believe he said
it was really funny to hear and witness.
Because we all were like
so much though. Yeah.
There was.
But it was really cool. I'm sure that the entire I didn't want to record too much of it, but I ended up recording the entire Vader rant because I was also like, this is all going to be recorded somewhere. Like I'm like like rest assured someone's going to post the entire thing, or like you can piece together the entire Q&A.
Right.
But it was really cool. And then afterwards, they kind of ushered Filoni off. Like, I don't know.
They got him out of there quick.
Stuck around. Yeah. Everybody else kind of stuck around, and so I took that as my cue, and I was like, I'm going to go talk to people again. And I tried to get to Hannah, and then, like, everybody else was like blocking me because I'm on the side, and I was like, I need to get in there. But yeah. And then, well, Hannah, did you meet anybody?
Did I meet who?
Anybody. You were there.
I got a picture with Sam Witwer. Briefly said hi. Yeah. I went up there. Kat dragged me up there because I was like,
that was really funny because Kat needed a picture,
and I was like,
yeah,
I know, and I was like, I don't know, because like they were trying to, like I could tell he was trying to leave, and I was like, I don't want to be the person that is like awkwardly, and like I'm also just socially anxious, so like that was hard. So like, Kat, you're gonna.
I know that's the hard thing about like doing all that stuff.
Get back here.
I've been to enough of these that I was like, the worst part is like you have to push. Like,
yeah that's kind of what she said. And so she did ask, and he was like, oh yeah, sure, like we can take a quick picture, like blah blah. And like it was more of the I'll just take a quick picture with you type vibe. But then as we were like waiting for that opportunity, a line had formed behind us, so then I felt really bad. But then he started taking more time with people, and I was like, dang. Of course I was awkward, and I was like, picture, okay, bye. Like
it was like I don't know if you caught this too, but I remember that like I forgot who was asking, but the agent was like, we need to go, and then they were like, can I just talk to you real quick, and then he just kind of turns the agent, and then just like, okay, like it's like you could tell that like I think that he wanted to,
he did want to,
because he's just a chill dude like that.
Just
yeah.
Yeah,
I got to talk to him too. I did mention my dad because how could I not? I feel like all I want to do is talk about him. And I was just like, I was like, like we were watching it together. Like, he couldn't be here, but we just were big fans of the show. And it didn't need to be anything special, but I got a picture with him, and it meant a lot. And yeah, so Sam Witwer, check him off the box of. I think Sam might be.
Excuse me.
Bless you. I think.
Thank you.
He's the second person that's been in. No, third person that's been in Star Wars that I've spoken to. I think because first was Amon, and the second. No, fourth. No, fifth. Shit. Oh, sorry. Okay, I forgot.
I think it's probably more.
It keeps going up.
Because it was Cameron Monaghan at The Last of Us, and also Janina Gavankar at The Last of Us, and then also Amon Esfandi, and then Sophie Thatcher, who counts, and then Sam Witwer.
I've only had 2,
and then I caught D. Bradley Baker on the way out, and he was super kind, gentle man.
It was nice.
He was like he was on the edge too, and like I think he was by himself, which was the weird thing.
I think he was. No, he was. Because remember we saw him.
He was because we saw him.
Really hilarious video.
Yeah, Hannah recorded D. Bradley Baker like a creep in the parking lot.
You told me to.
I know. Because
it's all in the vlog. All the proof is in the vlog.
He was sitting on the edge of the middle section of the theater, right that, and he was just there, like standing there talking to people. And so I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go say hi, like, you know. And I was like, hey, like, my dad took me to see the Clone Wars when I was 5, and he was like, cool. And I was like, yeah. It was more emotional than that, I promise. Yeah. But yeah, we stood outside for a bit more. There was a giant Vader from Disneyland, I'm guessing, that was out there.
Was so
taking
cool.
pictures. We also got to meet Brian from Ash and Brian. Shout out them. Always believe.
Yeah, he was really
Brian. Conversation. Yeah.
Yeah.
At the end of it, I was like, I sat next to your wife at Andor. Not in that tone, but I was like, it was very cool dude. Very chill. I've seen him a couple times before. But yeah, trying to think who else we would have met. I don't think anybody else. I was just kind of standing around the entire
Brent.
time.
We got to meet Brent. You've met Brent before. I had not.
Funny, yeah.
It was nice to meet you, Brent, if you're watching or listening.
Nice to meet you, Brent. I wasn't there.
Super nice guy. I mean, he's nice online, but I felt like he was nicer in person.
Yeah, very chill dude. Gentle giant type. But trying to think who else. Yeah, then okay, because the thing was, I also had tickets to Star Wars night, and I needed to go because that event starts at like 6 or 7.
Yeah.
And a bunch of people had already left, and I was like, I don't know who's going to Star Wars night, but I need to go like say like hi and bye to everybody. So I was like, are you going to Star Wars night? Are you going to Star Wars night? So I'd be like, you know, hi bye. Then we had to dip out of there, and then we were walking.
They kicked us out, by the way.
They kicked us out. They were kind of like, you know, ushering us along. Everybody's like trying to get like their last minute pictures.
They kept like squeezing us out because we were all chatting
like a Go-Gurt tube. Seriously,
get out.
And then yeah, we get to the parking lot. It was like really funny because like I'm like, oh, like I wonder if like there's anybody else that like from Twitter that like I haven't said bye to yet. And then we just see Ashby again, and I was like, pleasure to meet you. And she was like, you too, you know. And then we were driving away, trying to soak it all in, and then we just see D. Bradley Baker walking by himself, and I was like, Hannah, record that.
I know, but like I'm vlogging, and I was like, all right, debrief time, Logan. And
get down
here, D. Bradley Baker, get that.
because we okay. So we got in the car. We're like, okay, first moment thoughts, whatever, like first reactions, and then like we're driving, and then I was like, actually, Hannah, pause. D. Bradley Baker's right over there. Record him.
Pause.
So I feel really bad, but it's a really he's a chill
so
dude. I don't know.
Because he was like walking really slow with his hands in his pockets, but I like zoomed in really slow as we were going. And it's the creepiest video ever.
So shout out D. Bradley Baker.
Facts. All clones.
He's my favorite additional voice on SpongeBob. May 6th rolls around, and big day for everybody.
The gang is going to Star Wars Celebration.
The gang is going to Star Wars Celebration. We can break the news now.
We did it. Let's go.
Are going to Star Wars
Which,
Celebration.
by the way, I have to shout out Zach, our friend Zach at Zach Doom on Twitter. I would not have my tickets if it was not for Zach. Shout out to you. You're the real one. I also don't know how he got through the queue 3 times and I didn't get through it once. That's not fair.
Got through it 1 time.
I got through it twice,
and that was enough.
Yeah, I feel so bad. Okay, I'll say this as a disclaimer. I think the handling of the tickets was terrible. I think it's really weird having a 20 ticket limit per person.
20 per person. That's outrageous. Outrageous.
20 ticket limit just for the single day passes. That makes sense. They should have lowered it as the tier went up. Yeah. It should have been less.
That being said, I don't know what happened. I'm choosing to believe that my dad was like, get this kid to the front.
Yes.
I got through in 7 minutes.
I love it.
Which is insane.
That's insane.
Insane. Tickets sold out at what, 4:30? 4:30 p.m.
4:30?
Like they want to
I got through in an hour and 15 minutes.
Yeah. And then
I
Hannah,
sat there
you didn't
for
even
2 hours.
Yeah.
I didn't. So me and Christy went to Kaylee's house, and I had it on my laptop. I was still at work when this started, by the way. So like I got home and like met up with them. They had it on my laptop, Chrissy's laptop, Kaylee's laptop, Kaylee's work computer. And then we were also on a Discord call with our friend Jonathan, who had it up on 5 of his screens. None of us got through the queue. Yeah, and then I joined our Discord call, and Zach got it for me.
The way that they did it was that there was a waiting room for that. And as long as you're in that waiting room before noon, my time, it'll automatically randomly sort you into a queue. And then everybody who joins that waiting room after the fact gets put at the end. So if you weren't there by noon, you were screwed, basically.
Which is not true, by the way.
You're out. You're done.
Was it not?
Sorry.
No, because Zach got through 2 more times after he already got him and his wife tickets, and I didn't get through once.
Did he like
on any
join
of my
like
10
again, or
screens.
did he just have like on a different screen?
No, it was the same one.
Interesting. Well, anyways, so yeah, I was posted up. I had just taken my first final, or like one of the parts of my finals, and I had like half an hour to go to my university library because I was not making it home. And I went to the library, and I went to the top floor, and I prayed. And I had my laptop open with 4 different tabs, and I had my phone up on 2 different tabs, and I was just waiting. And I was like, okay, I'm ready to be posted up here. I was like, my phone's charged, everything's good. I'm ready to be here as long as it takes like hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. Sure, I'm comfortable. I ate. Like, I had the habit like right before. It was great. And then it happens, we're all seated. Everybody's talking about like how stressed they were, and I was like, I don't know why I'm not. Like, I think in my brain I was like, what happens, I guess. Like, I have a backup plan. I don't have any influence on what happens. But
sneak in.
So it started.
Literally.
And then within like 2 minutes, I see my thing jump up like, you know, this is the bar, it jumped up like, and I sent the screenshot, and I was like, guys, I was like, I'm moving. And literally every single time I would send an update to either like because I also had my sister at home with her laptop and her Mac or her iPad and her phone out, because I was like, if I don't get these, you need to get them.
Okay.
You know? But yeah, she didn't have any updates. None of you guys had updates. But then I was just like, boom, boom. Every time I would send an update, it would tick up some more. And then literally by 12:07, I get in, and then by 12:14, I secure my tickets. And I was like, dude, this is crazy. So I'll be going with my sister and her fiance. Well, yes.
Did you also get a fraudulent?
Yes. That was the scariest thing ever.
I did. Yes.
Because I was like, this makes no sense. If I'm getting in
like
first,
everybody got one of those.
Yeah.
I got mine 5 minutes after the fact that I bought them.
Well, that would stress me out.
Weird. I was like, oh, okay, thanks.
We were lucky because we were using my friend's husband's card, and he was at work.
I did get it.
So
yeah,
we were so lucky that he like was on his phone and got the alert.
No, I got a fraud alert on
the
website. Like, I got a warning that I couldn't be in the queue because it like detected that like I was trying to join on like trying to skip the line basically, so like it would be resorting me to the end of the thing. And I was like, what the heck? I was like, I just waited all this time, 7 minutes, and I was like, you're gonna put me at the end of the line, like, you know. So I was freaking out, and then I just refreshed it, and it let me through. So it was good. It went smoothly, all things considered. Then I tried to check out with Apple Pay. Then I was like, "Hey, you trying to spend $800?"
Hey,
yeah, that's the alert that we got.
And then I was like, "Yes," like all caps, yes, that was me.
I also secured the Tatooine fleece jacket.
Shut up!
I didn't. I was like, this is a little too much for me. I got 2 shirts, and I ended up getting the wrong shirt, which is on me. I got the 50th anniversary.
I only had money for the tickets,
and then I got the key art shirt. But then I meant to get the logo one.
Gotcha.
On accident.
Yeah.
So I think Thursday I'll just try to do that. Because I know that like Thursday's like the big like, day.
Right.
So
I just want
let's hope that we get. Yeah. But
But
I was like, I think the thing was like, I need to see it in person before I drop $125 on it. You know? I was like, what if I get it and it's not comfortable? And I live in California. Do I need a fleece jacket? It's either that or the bomber jacket. I think I'll end up getting.
The bomber jacket's cool.
Yeah.
But then it was really fun because I got home and I was like checking if anybody else got their tickets yet, and it was like 2:00, and I was like, okay, cool, they got tickets, and then I saw that my friend Macy didn't, and I was like, oh my god, and so then I went to open up my laptop, because I just wanted to see, because I had to open my laptop. I never closed the tabs. And so I opened on my laptop, and that thing's like 80% of the way complete. And so I call her, and I was like, do you want me to buy you tickets? And she was like, yeah, because she was at work. And so it was a really stressful thing, because I was like, okay, Zell me. And then, like, because, like, I got in, and I was like, okay, it's this much, Zell me. Because all the 4 days sold out, so we had to get the individuals. And then she was like, my daily limit's $500. And I was like, oh, no. And I was like, okay. And then I got a call from my dad's, like, one of my dad's nurses, because she was going to pick up some equipment from the house. So then I had to go downstairs and help her out while the timer is going down on the site. So I came up and I was like, handle that. So I went back and I called Macy again, and I was like, dude, give me your credit card information right now.
Give it to me!
So I had to do it over, and I was like so stressed because it was like over $1,000 for like three or 4 sets of tickets.
Yeah,
but it was crazy, and I felt really good about it because Macy was the one that bought my Star Wars night ticket when I couldn't. So shout out Macy. So
I love reciprocating a favor.
So it was really fun.
This is why Star Wars Twitter is family. We all stick up for each other.
Because did you see that Marley was able to get like 13 people tickets? It was crazy.
Was insane.
Yeah. So maybe shout out 20 ticket limit for that, I guess.
Stupid.
But yeah, so that'll be really exciting. I'm looking forward to it, and I'm just kind of mad that it's like a year away.
I know. And like, it was so much stress, and like now we have to wait a year. A little less than a year, actually. But
yeah, but it makes me happy because that means I can save up for merch and photo ops and stuff like that.
Exactly. Now, for me personally, it's time to crunch down on getting my cosplays together.
Me too. Yeah. Do you guys have a list? Together. Hunter, are you going to dress up?
I do.
I don't know if I'll like go full out. I might get something together.
Should bring Rex.
Do you Captain Rex again?
No.
Okay.
That's a lot. That's a lot to carry around.
That's fair. My number one top priority. Oh, she's actually on my cup.
Maybe.
This outfit of Leia's briefing room. That's my number one priority.
That's the one thing that we agree on.
I'm gonna have to make it myself.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm going to have to make it myself, unfortunately, but thankfully my mom can sew, and my mom has also gotten back into her sewing hobby thanks to my sister who wanted to sew her own prom dress.
Maybe I could do Marok.
Ooh.
That would be cool.
That's not too much to carry around.
Yeah.
I gotta get shredded for that first, though.
I was kind of thinking picnic dress Padme.
It'd be nice. That's one of my favorites. I think you said that was C tier, though.
It's like I could use my own hair. I don't think I said that was C tier. That's one of my favorite Padme outfits.
You did. I remember.
I said it was S tier, but it was a long time ago. In a galaxy far, far away.
It was.
In a podcast far, far away.
Yeah. I have my 4 locked down. I think I have 3 of them locked down. I'm still iffy on the 4th.
Do tell.
First one locked down is The Stranger. I need to represent my Filipino heritage some way, and that will be the way.
Get your arms out.
Shout out to
I was gonna say you gotta start hitting arm day.
Yeah, I know. They're lacking. Going. I've been lacking on the gym because of school, and finals and stuff. Okay, put them away. Whatever. We should have done an arm wrestle. That would have been really fun.
We should have. See.
Computer, fly Hannah over.
Computer, make this guy super buff.
But yeah, so that's locked in. Grayson's sending me over a Stranger helmet, which is really cool. So I'll try to do that. I think he said maybe the paint job just needs a bit of work, but I'll see what I can do if it needs it. Second one I've locked down is Cassian in his Scarif jacket, like the brown one, like his Yavin and Scarif one. Just because I love Rebellion jackets, and I think that my favorite thing is always just the stripes that go down the arms. I think it's such a fun Star Wars design.
Love stripes.
So he's locked down. So I got my Filipino and Latino side, all locked in. Third one I want to do is season 3 Kanan with the mask, because I feel like that's a really simple one and it shouldn't be too hard.
Yeah.
And I think it'd be really cool to do the makeup and possibly contacts for it. I feel like that'd be a cool look. And he was supposed to be my Star Wars night thing, but obviously I couldn't do it because things happen.
Yeah.
And then fourth one is up in the air. I think it's locked down, but it's still debatable because I feel like there might be other ones that are good. But I really want to do Yavin Ceremony Luke.
Ooh.
Yeah, because I love
You
it.
dye your hair blonde for that too?
Logan. No. My number 2 Leia cosplay that I want to do is Yavin Ceremony Leia.
Okay, so if we do, we got to coordinate. We
do. I need to get a medal so that I can.
Yes. Oh my god, it's so cool, and it's nice because I already have the lightsaber for that. But yeah, that's Star Wars Celebration. Fade to Black. Come back. So how do we like Darth Maul?
I was gonna say, should we actually talk about Maul?
Should we do it? We've been going for an hour.
We have.
Oops, we'll cut it down. Sorry, Hannah.
What time is it?
I think. I mean, it's been a week. Everybody, by the time this is up, it would have been a week and a half, maybe more. I think maybe we just hit on some of our favorite things from the episodes and what we hope to see next season instead of getting super into an episode breakdown, because I feel like it's past that.
I feel like, and I also feel like in these 2 episodes, it was kind of more vibes. Like there wasn't a ton that happened story wise. I don't think we need to do like a whole breakdown of it, which thankfully.
By the way, sorry, we'll get to you. We'll get to you in a second, Hunter. But seeing this in a theater on the big screen was just absolutely
the
insane.
Sound design.
I cannot.
Sorry, I feel bad. I don't want to do too much on Hunter.
Oh my god, no, the sound design was so good. Oh my god. Yes, Hunter, what were you gonna say?
Yeah.
I know I said I didn't really care to see Darth Vader. At least I think I did. Yeah. I know I said that. But whenever he came up,
I think
I shot up in my chair.
I did
and
too.
Then I was like, oh, does this mean we're going to get a fight? Yes. Oh my God. Cried tears of joy. I was like, wow.
Same.
This is aura and hype moments right now.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, it's the coolest thing I've seen all year.
Yeah.
I'm the fan being serviced. Yes.
I am the fan being serviced.
Dave serviced me more. I don't know how you could top that in season 2.
Oh, honestly, I
don't care. I love it.
Personally, this might be my favorite Vader cameo.
I loved all of it. I especially loved Marok and the Crow just getting to business when they came in. I genuinely can't tell. Aura farming, just straight to the fade.
I don't know if I like episode 9 or 10 better in terms of the fight. Because 9 had a really, really good fight.
Yeah. And then it had that one shot where they all crossed that one shot.
Yep.
Huh.
And I think that the setting for that is so perfectly written. Like, you have a goal set in place, and you have like a force that comes in to try and mess you up, and then you have like a ticking clock of trying to get everybody across in time. Like, it's so, like, I don't want to sound insulting and say that it's basic, but it's like, it's such a fundamental writing, like, storytelling device that I think it worked so well.
It was a good kind of basic.
Yeah. It was.
Like, it was enough for anybody to understand the stakes.
Quite literally.
Yeah. And also,
I'm going
to talk about it.
Whoopsie.
They killed Spybot, and I cheered. I was in the theater. Everybody went.
I literally
no. And
listen,
I just went, woo!
Listen.
And then I had to stop because I was in the wrong crowd.
When that happened, first of all,
I knew you'd be cheering. I knew he would be cheering.
I wish I did it louder.
He's gonna come back in season 2 all fixed up.
He better not.
Don't get too excited now.
He got obliterated and disintegrated.
He's gone.
No,
he's gone.
No,
we're not getting him proxy.
No. Darth Maul got cut in half and he came back. So if that can happen, Spybot.
But Darth Maul wasn't disintegrated in acid.
Exactly.
Anyways, I don't care. Darth Sidious came back too after falling into the depths.
I grabbed my face and then I immediately turned around to look at Logan Because he was like 2 rows behind me.
Yeah.
And I was like, I know Logan's fluffing this.
I was like, yeah. I
also,
needed to...
rest in peace, the baddie Rook. Rest in peace.
Oh
my god, she went out.
Okay,
in
her
a crazy
I will fight
way,
on that.
By the way.
I think that maybe she didn't die. Dare I say?
No, she's getting cracked.
Body,
whoa, not like that.
Whoa.
Not like that. Her body was getting cracked up.
Did you see Luke's video?
No.
Okay,
No.
so Luke talked to Vanessa Marshall after the show and asked her some stuff, and he asked if she had any say in how Rook died in the show. And she said yes, that she wanted to die because of Vader. And the sound that we hear is not just her being force choked, but Vader
her whole body
her
being
lungs.
Yeah.
No, pulling her lungs out of her throat.
Oh.
She's dead.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, no, she's gone.
So those
she's gone.
armory theories are put to rest.
Exactly.
I wonder
yeah.
I wonder how that imagine showing up to work and them saying, "Hey, how do you want to die?"
How do you want to die? Yeah.
How do you want to die?
Yeah, so episode 9 really
Nothing's
good.
off the table.
My favorite thing, one of my favorite moments in episode 9, this is just hype moment in Aura, is when the Crow and Marok show up after the raid.
Yes.
And the stormtroopers like briefing them, and then like Marok, okay, I can see the TikTok edit now. But like Marok just like is just looking at him up and down, just like analyzing him like that, and then like they walk past, and you just see the stormtroopers like shoulders like drop. He's like, oh my god, like why did he? He's so scary.
What's this dude's deal? Like, what's his deal?
So
what are we doing here?
It's like it's like that Michael Caine Batman meme where it's like Bane is the scariest guy I've ever seen in my life, but it's just like that stormtrooper and saying like Marok is like the scariest guy I've ever seen in my life. Yeah, so shout out that. Freaking Vader. Like, oh, we also got a poster.
We did. Mine's
me and Hannah.
Over there.
Mine's also over there. And I have too many posters.
We got a poster.
I don't know if you guys saw. I
did see. I'm a little jealous.
And I have 5 of them, and I accidentally leaked one of them, I realized. I think I was the first person who did it. It was really funny. I posted
Which one?
I was like, okay. I was like, let me credit all the artists. It's the one of the 2 sabers like crossing like that.
Oh, okay.
And so I posted it, and I was like, does anybody know like who the artist is for this one? Like whatever. And then literally half an hour later, Star Wars posted it with the artist, and I was like, oops, I didn't realize.
My bad.
Yeah, I think I was the first person to get the package. Not to flex. But yeah, because my sister just gave me a thing. She was like, here, this is from, I don't know. I was like, oh, I didn't order anything. But yeah, so we got a Vader thing. Vader is awesome. This is the youngest Vader that we've seen.
He's so cool.
I realized that like one of the reasons why he didn't speak is because I think this is the first Vader appearance after James Earl Jones passed.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which I didn't think about.
He didn't need to speak though.
I was gonna say I liked that he didn't speak. It made it more scary. And,
yeah.
Like,
me and my friend Justin were talking about it, and we were like, because we were watching the scenes afterward with like Obi-Wan and like Rebels and stuff, and he was like, Vader only needs to Vader only talks to you if he needs to talk to you. Like,
yeah,
when he's fighting Obi-Wan, like he's more so almost talking for himself to try and again suppress that side of Anakin that's coming out. So that's all the people that are important to him. So like with Ahsoka, like he's trying to talk to her there, but like Maul, like Daki, Devin, like these are not important to him. Like he's just a
he doesn't need to talk.
These are nobody to him. So I thought it was really cool. I do hope that if they ever do Vader speaking again, I know that they have the whole AI thing that James Earl Jones like signed himself off to. I don't know how I feel about that. It's probably not good.
I hate it.
But I think Scott Lawrence, who I think is the one that did the voice in Jedi Survivor, that is a Vader voice if I've ever heard one.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think he'd be great.
I will say I respect him for like giving them permission at least, you know?
Yeah. Like that when it's like, okay,
and then
he did it,
and then not just saying, "Oh, he's dead. We're still going to use your voice."
Right.
Yeah.
And I think it's different than like a Peter Cushing situation, like where his family said that it was okay because, like, if you know. Anyways, this is getting to a debate that we don't need to get into right now.
Anyway,
dude, hype moments in Aura. I think we have a clip somewhere where I think I was talking about it, and I was like, I don't want it to happen, but if it did, I think it'd be really cool.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I wanted to say. I unfortunately knew since before the show came out.
Yeah.
That Vader.
Was that the poster you got spoiled?
Dryden Voss was going to be in it. That Devin was going to turn to the dark side. Because they were all posted. And I literally just had... I tapped the thing that said unhide. And I was like, And I hit it again and I tried to pretend like it didn't exist.
Oh,
dang it. Posted them and did not hide them. Because I think I saw one and I blocked it out of my brain.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, okay. And
I didn't get spoiled.
When I was in the... Good for you. I'm glad. I'm glad.
Nice.
Thank you.
When I was in the theater,
thank you.
I got really emotional. I don't know if I told Hannah about this, but I told like Will. But there's like so many moments during the 9th and 10th episode.
You did tell me about this.
That I was just like,
I think you tweeted about it.
To go home. Yeah, I must have. But I was like, I can't wait to go home and tell my dad about this. And then I was just like, oh. I was like, that sucks that I can't do that. But I remember that I like, because the posters leaked, and I told him, I was like, Dad, you're never gonna guess what's gonna happen at the end of this show. And I just didn't tell him. And now I'm like kicking myself because the thing is, I loved seeing my dad's reactions to stuff. Like I remember when things would happen, like if we can't watch them at the same time, I'd go into my room after I saw it and be like, dude, you need to watch this. And then like he would tell me about it afterwards. And so like I just can see myself being like, Dad, you gotta watch this finale. Him being like, Vader, oh my god, you know. So I was like, dang, that stunk. And I wish I would have told him. Just like so that, you know, he could have passed knowing that Vader was in Maul. I don't know. But at the same time, like, obviously I didn't know that was gonna happen. And so it's just a regret that I have to live with. But it's, I don't know, it's not like a heavy regret, but anyways. My dad would have loved it. Yeah. Freaking cool, dude. Like to bring it back up. To bring the energy back up. I'm very excited for where we go in season 2. I think that they could do a lot with it.
Yes. Me too. I also would like to say, especially for season 2, I am a strong believer that Lawson is still alive. We didn't see him die. He got shot in the shoulder, and he got shot in non-lethal areas. He also saw a very crucial moment, which was Maul betraying Daki and leaving him to die with Vader. And I feel like that is something very important that Devin will need to know.
Yeah.
Lawson saw
that?
And
I've like, yes, Lawson saw it.
He did. Yep.
Why don't I remember
He
that?
pushed him, and then it showed Lawson looking at it, and then he jumped out and got shot.
Huh. I need to rewatch it. Thank you for giving me a reason to.
You do.
Yep, no body. That fog is thick.
No body.
Yeah. I'm excited to see how Dryden takes over Crimson Dawn and how Maul takes over Crimson Dawn from Dryden. And that's going to be really interesting to see. I just hope that they get someone that sounds a bit more like Paul Bettany, because I dare say it kind of took me out a little bit.
Yeah. It did, because I was expecting Paul Bettany, and then I was like,
yeah, and then it wasn't Paul Bettany, but then it was someone that didn't sound like Paul Bettany, and then I was like,
I can let it slide,
the most American
dude. Want to pay him for 30 seconds of wine.
If we could get Paul Bettany, if you're listening to us, record for season 2 of Maul, Mr. Bettany.
Because don't they have Paul Bettany for like
What If?
Marvel's What If?
Yeah.
Like, come on.
They could do it.
But he probably has more. He has more of a contract with Marvel.
Let me.
I don't think he really expected to have Dryden come back. You know.
I'll make a phone call real quick.
Yeah, let's
Kevin
make a
Feige.
phone calls. Kevin.
Linda.
Dave
Paul
Filoni.
Bettany.
Swagman. Hello.
Yeah.
Swagman.
Swagman. Get Paul Bettany on the phone. But yeah, I'm really excited to see where season 2 goes. I think I literally predicted that he was going to fall to Crimson Dawn because he lost his Mandalorian supporters or whatever. It just wasn't the way that I was expecting.
And that he did. Didn't expect all of them to just die.
Yeah.
That was brutal. And Icarus sacrificed himself in a true Icarus fashion.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. I mean,
also Docky. Pour one out for Docky. Because I feel like we haven't even talked about that at all. One of the coolest Jedi Masters
I was going to talk about Devin next.
Yeah.
I
think that his character arc was perfect. I knew he wasn't going to make it out of the season. Just not even like spoiled. It's just he couldn't have. I think that the way that they did it,
he had the kiss of death on him the whole season.
Yeah, he was literally like he had a red arrow on his forehead the entire show. And
I also love that, like, before he died, he did land a hit on Vader.
Yes,
and that was his mistake because that pissed him off
on Twitter. Because they were like, "Oh, he shouldn't have been able to get a hit on Vader," and then I saw someone rebut that or rebut it. I don't know, but they were like, "The cool thing about Vader is not that he's that you can't hit him, is that you can't like he doesn't go down." And I was like, "That's the cool thing about Vader,
right?
You know, like he's able to tank that." But yeah, R.I.P. my little guy.
Speaking of tanking, I really liked when they tried to force push him and he just kind of went back 5 feet.
That
insane.
There were so many shots in those episodes where he just looks live action.
It's like they're just tickling him.
And the second force push where it's Maul and Docky that they push him and he goes like on his knees and he looks up. That like looks straight up live action.
Yeah,
and I loved it. And also the one where he's walking,
that was
like crushes
tough. That was tough.
Oh, I love Vader. I like somebody said that he was like Michael Myers, and I was like, that's the best way to put it.
Ooh,
like
well, especially when he like put his hand through the wall. That literally jump scared me.
Yeah, it got me.
Like,
in a theater. Oh my god. Like,
yes.
Yeah.
In a theater. I need to shout out Kat again, because since she was sitting next to me, we both, like, anytime anything crazy was happening, especially with Vader, we would look at each other and like grab hands and just go like together and then look like at the screen. And that was so nice.
And Julie and Liz at the Rebuild the Galaxy, like literally anytime something happened, we'd be like, "Oh my god!" Like, it's fun like to watch stuff with friends.
It's so much fun.
But yeah, also Vario surviving. Shout out my little Guap Shadow.
Crazy.
You're doing so good.
I loved him hyping himself up.
I hope he dies in the next
season. You're not small, you're super tall.
You were scary.
Careful, Hunter.
Hey, no, you said all that stuff about Spybot.
Yeah, because Spybot's a shite character, not Vario, my goat.
No, Vario's a little.
Vario.
I can't say the words.
What did Spybot ever do to you?
Nothing, and that's why I don't care. He didn't do anything for me.
Bushki-doo!
Bushki-doo!
Whatever.
We didn't know that Bushki-doo would be his last.
And I'm so proud of him for that.
Shut up.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. The streets are undisclosed and uncorroborated theories that it could be releasing potentially later this year, which I doubt, because the card that
I doubt it.
That's
delusion.
But I think within a year. We're getting it. Because I got a card from
for
Star
sure
Wars
next year
when I got the posters, and it just said season 2 coming soon. And I know, like, everybody was like, later this year, like, how soon? I knew that was just like a, in general, coming soon, like, keep an eye out for it. Because, like, what else are they
They're gonna drop a trailer at Celebration.
No, because that's too far out. That's April.
No, that's soon though. Coming soon.
But yeah, I was like, maybe.
This episode of the podcast is going to be really long. We might need to do a separate episode where we talk more about Maul.
Mm-hmm. like a whole season debrief type.
Yeah, because I feel like that's needed. Because I also would like to touch on Devin, but I feel like we'd be here for 2 hours, and we don't need this.
Yeah, I'm getting hungry.
We can't wrap it up. I need to watch Punisher.
Yeah, I'll probably watch that tomorrow because I need to go to bed.
Yeah. But yeah, shout out Maul. Shout out Star Wars. Shout out May 4th. Shout out my dad.
Great show.
Love you.
Love you, Dad.
He like literally was such a big fan of this podcast too. I don't feel like I told you guys, but he like he would be in the shower sometimes and I'd hear Hannah's voice and I'm like, what the heck? And I realized that it was like him like listening to the podcast.
I didn't realize he listened to it.
Yeah, and he would enter my room a lot, and it would be like to the point where I'm like, get out of my room, you know. So he made me he printed this out so that I could tape it on the door whenever we record. So he knew like not to come in.
I need one of those.
But yeah, he
That's
did
perfect.
love the podcast. He got like some like equipment that I'll see if I could ever try to like figure out. But it's like another like mic and stuff. But yeah, he was a big fan of this, and so that's why like I'm so grateful for everybody that like donated from like the community and stuff, because like he also loved y'all. Like he loved hearing the stories and everything like that. But yeah,
I love that.
Yeah, just wanted to end with like a good little memory from, you know.
Yes.
But yeah, shout out Star Wars.
I also love that
Hope
in
Core.
all of your pictures that you took with Star Wars people at the event, that you held up your picture of your dad. I thought that was sweet.
Yeah, because he was always like a shy person. I remember when I went to The Last of Us, that was like the only one that I could really bring him to, just because his health, like he couldn't stand for a long time, and like it was just a lot for him to, you know, travel and all that. But I remember The Last of Us was before all that, and we were on like the red carpet for that, and so like we were talking to everybody, and I'd be like, oh, like he would tell people about it afterwards. He'd be like, Logan would be like, oh, that's that person from this thing, and he was like, I don't know any of this. He's like, this is all his world. So he was always like too shy to talk to people. And so I think that little, like me bringing his photo and taking the pictures of everybody with the picture, that was me being like, you know, like you're taking this picture like whether you like it or not, Dad.
Yeah.
Because I know he would have been like, he's like, no. But yeah, so I'm glad I did that for him too. But yeah, I have a ton of more stories. I do want to record like a little tribute episode for him, just because I want to talk everything. But we could do that at a different time.
Definitely should. Yeah.
Glad we got to talk about the Maul event today, because that was a really fun memory.
Very fun.
Thanks for listening, Hunter.
Hey, no problem. Wish I could have been there. Swagman, if you're listening.
I know.
We wish, yeah.
When the day that we get
Let
the
me
whole
know.
podcast crew together is going to be the best day ever. Which, by the way, coming up, probably as you're listening to this, it's probably already happened. But Logan and Jacob are most likely going to meet this week.
Yes.
Because Jacob is going to the world premiere of The Mandalorian and Grogu. So we will have more to come on that once he's back.
Yes.
I'm going to bully
So
him
I will
into
be
also
confirming.
vlogging.
I'm
going to make him break that NDA.
Podcast.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm going to make him break it.
But yeah.
We'll find out.
So.
If Jacob's the shortest.
Yeah. Anyways. I think that's all we have to talk about.
Anyway.
We will.
I think it is.
See you guys very soon.
Yes.
Dap us up through the Force, like
Make
always.
Sure dap us up through the Force. Make sure you're following us everywhere at Just Crait Pod. Yeah, make sure you check out Logan's GoFundMe. It will be in the description below. I think that's the most important thing.
Yeah. Be kind
love
to
you
another.
guys.
Yes.
Be kind. Love our Star Wars family.
Be excellent to each other.
Yes. And we'll see you next time.
And may the Force be with you. Bye, guys.